Hey friends, this is Charles here with the comic review. Skodan! You can get your shirt from ResiVibes.com until April 21st. That's when they're shutting down. It's a great store. I hate to see them go, but I'm going to be getting more shirts like this from them. Anyway, back to the topic. We're going to talk about Duke, number 3. If you have not been reading Duke, man, I highly suggest getting on right now while you can. I believe they're doing second printings of number 1. You can still catch up. Number 4 comes out next week as of now, March 27th, I believe. And this is a fun kind of reset of the Duke universe. Don't worry for the old heads that have been following the Legacy G.I. Joe series from Image, that is still going. But this is its high end with Void Rivals and Cobra Commander, and I have not followed Void Rivals or Cobra Commander, but they seamlessly bring together the Transformers universe and the GI Joe, and you don't have to follow the other books to get this. And one thing that I noticed with a lot of books I read is you will get a fire number 1, and then it will slowly kind of settle into its pace, and it's something that you become entertained by. But as the issues go on, there really is nothing new, no new hook, no new excitement for a while until they have their special events. But I mean, every issue so far, Duke 1 was it was a shock to the system of traditional GI Joe fans. The grittiness, the crossover with the Transformers, the heavy subject matter. It really kind of knocked the wind out of my fandom, and it was in a good way. And then so number 2, it started to introduce more characters. We start off with Duke, and then in number 2 it seems really focused on Sergeant Stalker. And as these characters kind of get to know each other, or they know each other from reputation, we get to know them as well in this new universe. And so it's a great way of familiarizing not only new readers with the characters, but also introducing us old GI Joe fans to this new universe, and setting the tone for expectations from this series. And then in this episode, we meet Baroness, and she really gets a fleshed out story and background. And like I always say, I will never give spoilers away, but I will say, holy shit, there is twists that you don't expect from a GI Joe comic book. And so let's take a look at the actual book. Of course, Image Comics, and in this time where everybody is raising the price on everything, this is still a $3.99 book, so I have no issues with that. I like the covers of each book because it kind of foreshadows what's going to happen without giving it away, and it still subverts your expectations. Um, this is when I'm really looking forward to every issue. I'm expecting some kind of lull or come down off of the last, and that just has not happened. Um, the art, some good art. We got, again, it's not as probably cartoony and light as a lot of the old school cats are, used to. But yeah, I am loving the Void Rival series. I'm also reading the Legacy series as well, and while that has become more mature, they still kind of ride a line of family friendly, which is good. But this, I would not suggest giving this to your little kid that you want to get hip to GI Joe, because that little kid might have problems sleeping. You might have to explain some things to that little kid. Oh, why that happened in GI Joe. So, but I I cannot recommend this enough. I got mine from Coffee and a Comic, and ironically enough, I'm sitting here with the comic book drinking some of their coffee. This is a Colombian mild roast. They grind up the beans and they give you coffee with every comic purchase. So you can get your mind going. So you get into these books and enjoy your nerdy shit without needing a nap. Anyway, coffeeandthecomics.com. Great service. Tell Frank Charles said hi. And so you can get your copy there or at your local LCS. And if you don't have a local comic store, go take a look at Coffee and a Comic. They got great shipping, great selection, great service. And again, whenever I wear the shirts, I'm gonna talk about them. Resi Vibes, Indigenous Clothing, ResiVibes.com. You can order until April 21st. And that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm thinking about doing a video talking about the latest issue of Penguin. You talk about something that subverts expectations. I am not going to go into a second video right now. But let me tell you, if you like Batman and the Batman universe and you're not reading Penguin, what are you doing with your life? You need to get right. I will catch you next time.